A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. I want A+ English because it's so much fun. English education for you and everyone, so come along. Learn some grammar, learn a phrase, learn something new every day. Learn the A+ way. Hey, it's time to start the show. Are you ready? Good, 'cause here we go. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. I want A+ English.
Welcome everybody and hello to A+ English. My name is Adam and this...
I am Laura and I'm really happy to work with you, Adam. Actually, I've known Adam for a while from Elsie.
That's right. We go way back.
That's right.
So today's lesson we are going to learn, and it's something kind of exciting because it's our encyclopedia lesson today. And the title of our lesson is Why Won't This Body Part Freeze?
And we don't know the answer to that yet, so hold your horses. 所以今天我们的 encyclopedia 要问大家的是，通常是一个冷知识，为什么这个身体部位不会变冷哦？ And of course, we always have a warm-up question because we don't want to spoil you.
That's right. So, okay, let's begin the warm-up question. The warm-up question is, what can you do to keep your body warm in the winter?
Oh, okay. That's an easy question. 就是说，在冬天的时候，我们可以做什么让身体保持温暖？ I have lots of answers.
Okay.
Of course, my favorite is eat hot pot. Who doesn't love hot pot? Do you like hot pot?
I do like hot pot.
Nice. I'm going to invite you and Elsie to my boyfriend's. We actually opened a hot pot shop.
Wow.
Yeah, a store. Yeah, okay. You should really come. Okay. And drink lots of hot soup.
That's good.
And of course, stay in bed and sleep in. I want to cover myself in those thick duvets.
Oh yeah, those are very nice during the winter time.
What about you, Adam?
Let me think about it. I like to drink hot cocoa.
Oh.
It makes me feel just all warm all over.
Oh, nice. I love hot cocoa or hot chocolate. And I want to add those marshmallows.
Oh, that's right.
Not to keep me warm, but they're just yummy.
They are. Nice and sweet and hot.
Nice. Okay, so why don't we take a look at today's article and find out more about our A+ encyclopedia. Let's check it out.
Why won't this body part freeze? Warm-up question. What can you do to keep your body warm in the winter?
Hello, and welcome to the show. Today we are going to talk about body parts. The question of the day is, which of your body parts won't freeze in cold weather? Is it A, your knees, B, your eyes, or C, your nose? Do you have the answer in mind? Now, the answer is B, your eyes. In cold temperatures, we wear jackets, sweaters, hats, and gloves to stay warm. We need to keep our hands, feet, and faces from freezing. However, we don't need to cover our eyes in cold weather. Why is this? Our tears always keep our eyes wet. These tears are salty. Fluids with salt in them freeze at a lower temperature. The high temperature of our blood also keeps our eyes warm. Our eyes don't freeze even when the temperature goes below 0 degrees Celsius.
Okay, today our question of the day is, as the article says, which of your body parts won't freeze in cold weather?
OK， 所以我们一直都有在告诉大家，就是现在天气很冷了，然后呢，我们今天要问大家是有关这个你的身体部位，你们要猜猜看哦，在寒冷的天气其实不会 freeze。freeze 是什么呢？就是冰冻的意思，它是一个动词。那通常很冷的时候，我们就会说 It's freezing。所以哪个部位不会让你连叽叽呢？ Do we have some choices?
That's right. The article gives you 3 choices to decide whether what freezes and what doesn't freeze.
Okay.
So the article says you can choose A, your knees, B, your eyes, or C, your nose.
Okay, so something for you guys to think about too. 你们觉得答案是 A 吗？你的膝盖 knees 还是眼睛 eyes 还是 C, your nose? Well, I know for sure my nose certainly gets cold in winter. 我鼻子一定会冻僵啊。So I'm not going to go for that. I think I'm going to choose A, your knees. I don't remember. Yeah, I don't think my knees ever felt really, really cold.
Yeah, you
好像是
usually
膝盖耶。对啊。Well, let's look at our article and find out the answer.
All right. The article says, in cold temperatures, we wear jackets, sweaters, hats, and gloves to stay warm.
For sure, OK. 所以呢，在很低温的天气，我们通常会穿夹克啦，或者是毛衣啊，还有手套啊，来保暖哦。And in this sentence, we see our first word power word, which is the word sweater. So let's take a look at that. 冬天很冷，你们会穿毛衣吗？我们来学一下冬天可能会穿的衣物哦。Sweater 就是毛衣，它是一个名词。而像是那种有外套的毛衣，就是羊毛衫，英文就是 cardigan。而我们刚刚有提到 glove 是手套，可是连手指套是叫做 mitten， 有像哆啦 A 梦的那种手的形状。还有耳罩，英文就是 earmuffs。很多人很好奇，暖暖包又要怎么说？你可以用 hand warmer， 没错，就是暖你的手的那个东西啦。那怎么用 sweater 这个字呢？ It's freezing out. Maybe you should put on your sweater before you go out. 外面很冷耶，你应该要穿上一件毛衣再出门吧。我们来看一下单字例句。Chad bought some new sweaters because it started to get cooler outside. Chad 买了几件新毛衣，因为外面开始变凉喽。
Also, a lot of times, people will wear ugly sweaters during the Christmas season.
I know what you mean, and they get the whole family to wear them.
That's right. Do a family picture with ugly sweaters.
Okay, and we actually saw our magic box, which is our grammar point. 我们现在来看一下保持的说法，我们可以用 stay 跟 keep， 还有他们要怎么用哦。那像举例来说，我先来讲一个例句哦。I tried to stay awake during the movie, but I fell asleep. It's too boring.
Oh no.
Let's check out our magic box and find out more about how to use this phrase.
Magic Box.
Hello， 大家好，我是 Casey。今天我们的 Magic Box 的重点呢，就是要来教教大家如何用英文来表示保持某种状态这样的说法哦。今天的课文呢，大家看到2种用法。第一个呢是 stay 这个字，它有保持的意思，那它可以当作连缀动词来使用，后面加上形容词就可以了。意思呢就可以解释为保持什么什么状态。像是课文里面我们看到这个 We wear jackets, sweaters, hats, and gloves to stay warm. 我们穿外套啊、毛衣，然后帽子还有手套，都是用来保持温暖的。那相同的用法也常常当作祈使句来使用哦，那也就是用原形动词来当主词，开头一个句子哦。比方说呢，你要叫别人保持健康，那你可以说 stay healthy。要别人保持乐观啊，保持正向的态度，你就可以说 stay positive 等等哦。那课文的另外一种保持的用法呢，则是 keep 后面加上受词，后面再加上形容词，意思就是使这个人事物保持某一种状态。像是课文的句子 Our tears always keep our eyes wet. 这个眼泪呢，总是会让眼睛保持湿润哦。那其他的例子像是这杯热饮让我保持温暖，我就可以这么说 This cup of hot drink keeps me warm. 或者是1周慢跑1次这件事情会让我保持健康，那我就可以说 Jogging once a week keeps me fit. 好啦，那本课出现的这个 stay 跟 keep 这两种用来表示保持什么状态这样的用法，还有他们的句型，大家都有记起来吗？我们下次见喽，拜拜。
Thank you, Magic Box. And now we know how to use stay, but I want you to give us another example.
Okay, so with stay, we can say we need to eat fruits and vegetables to stay healthy.
I try to.
Yeah, I know. All right, looking back at the article, it says we need to keep our hands, feet, and faces from freezing.
OK， 所以我们回到课文提到就是我们需要让我们的手啊、脚啊，还有脸不要冻僵哦。OK， 还有呢，I want to talk about stay or keep from. This is another way you can use it. You should put the pizza in the bottom of the oven to keep the cheese from burning. 把 pizza 放在烤箱下层，才不会让 cheese 烤焦。Keep from 就是指使什么、免于什么这样的意思。Do you want to give us another example?
Yeah, of course. Or we can say, I had to use Google Maps to keep myself from getting lost.
I do that all the time. I get lost so easily.
I'm the same way. I always do. All right. Going back to our article, it says, however, we don't need to cover our eyes in cold weather. Why is this?
I never thought about this. Okay. 然而呢，我们不需要在冷天气当中遮住我们的眼睛，但是这是为什么呢？ Now, before we find out the answer to that, let's first take a look at the second word power word, which is the word cover.
Okay.
Cover 这个字就是遮盖啦，它是一个动词。像是你们有没有觉得有人在吃东西或是咳嗽的时候，如果都没有遮住，你会觉得很紧张，觉得很没礼貌。Can you please cover your mouth when you cough or when you chew your food? 就说，拜托你在吃东西啊，或者在咳嗽的时候，可不可以遮住或是盖着你的嘴巴啊？我们来看一下另外一个例句哦。Beth had a cold, so she covered her nose and mouth with a mask. Beth 感冒了，所以她戴口罩遮住她的口鼻。
So, we need to use a scarf to cover our neck or a hat to cover our head. But why don't we need to cover our eyes?
That's a really good question, and I never thought about that. Okay.
Right. All right. Our article tells us our tears always keep our eyes wet.
Okay, that's a good point. 我们的眼泪总是让我们的眼睛保持就是有湿润的状态哦。And here we see our third word power word, which is the word tear. Don't cry. 所以如果你哭的时候，可能就会看到这个哦。不哭不哭，眼泪是珍珠。Tear 这是一个名词哦，就是眼泪。像是如果你看到一个很伤心的可能电影啊，或者是听到一个很伤心的故事，可能就让你感动到流泪，你就可以这么说 ：The sad story moved us to tears. 我们来看一下单字例句要怎么用 tear 呢？ Tears ran down Sally's face after the doctor told her that her dog died. Oh, how sad. 在医生告诉 Sally 她的狗过世后，眼泪就从她的脸上掉了下来。
Another example we could use is a tear rolled down her face as she watched her best friend leave for the airport.
Oh, goodbye.
Oh, no.
Sad moments.
I know, right? All right, looking back at our article, it says, these tears are salty. Fluids with salt in them freeze at a lower temperature.
Wow, that's interesting. I never knew this. I was really bad at science back in school.
Okay.
So this is a bit of information. Okay, 所以我们刚刚提到说这些眼泪呢是咸咸的哦，所以泪水中是有含盐这样的液体，所以呢要使它们要比较在低温才会有冷冻的状态哦。 salty 这个字呢，其实就是咸咸的。We know salt 就是盐 ，salty is the adjective 是形容词，就是咸的。而 fluid 就是指液体的意思哦，它是一个名词。Well, we saw a lot of words in the sentence, and we also saw our word power word, which is the word I just mentioned, salt. Let's take a closer look at it. OK， 其实有时候呢，我们在吃东西的时候会觉得不够咸，对不对？就一定要加这个，就是 salt 盐巴，它是一个名词。但是有可能加太多的话，是不是东西就变得不好吃或不好喝呢？举例来说 ，You added way too much salt in the soup。你这个汤会不会放了太多的盐巴啦？就变得 too salty， 太咸了。我们来看一下单字例句要怎么用哦。Water from the sea has lots of salt, so you can't drink it. 海水含有大量的盐分。所以你是不能喝哦。
We could also say the French fries at McDonald's have a lot of salt. They are very salty, but they're delicious.
They're the best. I think they're even better than KFC's French fries.
I agree. They're the best, especially the long ones that's very salty.
Yeah, and for some reason, I only like McDonald's French fries. Although they're very salty, I have to say.
That's right. A lot of people will agree with you on that statement. The article continues to tell us the high temperature of our blood also keeps our eyes warm.
I see. Okay, 所以我们的血液的高温也会让我们的眼睛比较保暖哦。So they don't get cold easily. I get it now.
That's right. Yeah, they stay warm. Looking back at our article, it continues to say, our eyes don't freeze even when the temperature goes below 0 degrees Celsius.
What? Wow, I had no idea. 所以即使温度降到0度以下哦，原来我们的眼睛也不会很冷呢。Interesting. But here I want to explain when as a conjunction. 连接词 when 的用法就是当什么样的时候。比方像是呢，It was pouring when I arrived home. Thank goodness I didn't get wet. Whoa!
Lucky, lucky.
所以当我回家的时候，哇，就开始下大雨，但是我很开心，很庆幸我没有被淋湿哦。So that's how you can use when. Do you want to use another example sentence so we know how to use it?
Of course. A little personal example I could say.
Okay, true story.
True story. When I first came to Taiwan, I brought a couple jackets and coats with me. But it's very hot here, so for me at least, so I gave them all away.
Oh, okay. How nice of you. Very generous. Okay, so now we learned a lot about why our eyes won't freeze in the cold weather.
Yeah, we've learned so much about how our body parts can stay warm. Do you remember, Laura, which body part doesn't need to be covered?
Our eyes, of course.
That's right. It's almost like they're a superpower.
Right.
Now let's go to our review time.
Review time.
So, Adam, for review time, I decided to play a game called Fill in the blanks. Okay, 就是填空. And you guys, don't just sit there. You guys have to see if you can beat us and answer these, questions. And I'm just trying to actually beat them as well. Okay. So we can think of one word each. And wait, let's first review what these 4 words are again.
Okay, great.
Okay. What are these 4 words we learned, guys? Do you guys remember? There's sweater.
That's right,
And
sweater.
do you remember the other words?
We have cover.
Cover. Okay, 就是遮盖. We also learned the word tear.
Oh, no. And also salt.
Oh, okay. So these are the 4 words. Okay, so listen up carefully, guys. Now we're going to give you a sentence, and you have to fill in the blanks, and you too, or I have to. Okay, so who wants to go first? Do you want to go first, or do you want me to go first?
Okay, I'll go first.
Okay, you can go first.
All right. Here we go. When it's cold outside, I like to jump into my bed and blah blah myself in blankets and duvets.
这个就是我最爱的，就是冬天很冷，我想要把自己塞在棉被当中，然后盖着自己 cover. When I heard when it's cold, I'm like, sweater. I was going to jump right in. Did you guys get it? Did you get it faster than I did? Okay, so okay, my turn.
Okay.
This dish is delicious, but I think you put a little bit, you put too much blank in it.
Well, you can't put too much sweater in a dish.
No, you can't.
That would be weird. So I am going to go with salt.
Yay! 盐巴很好吃，但是好像放了太多盐。That was my sentence.
Okay. All right, so for mine is sometimes during the Christmas season, when it's also cold, people will wear ugly
sweaters.
That's right.
Maybe you can find them pretty, but we don't. Okay. And when I feel sad, blank will fall down my cheek or roll down my cheek.
Are you guys beating me?
Or when I hear a sad story, this thing.
I'm gonna say tear.
Yeah, that's right. 眼泪. Did you guys beat Adam? That was an easy one. It's also our last word. They should actually get it.
That's right.
Okay, well, that's all we have for today. You guys can actually play this game at home. It's quite fun to review the words you just learned. But we're out of time, and I had so much fun teaching with you, Adam.
Yeah, it was a pleasure.
We could do more of these together, okay? And I'll see you guys. Until next time, I'm Laura.
And I'm Adam.
Bye.
Why won't this body part freeze? Warm-up question. What can you do to keep your body warm in the winter?
Hello, and welcome to the show. Today we are going to talk about body parts. The question of the day is, which of your body parts won't freeze in cold weather? Is it A, your knees, B, your eyes, or C, your nose? Do you have the answer in mind? Now, the answer is B, your eyes. In cold temperatures, we wear jackets, sweaters, hats, and gloves to stay warm. We need to keep our hands, feet, and faces from freezing. However, we don't need to cover our eyes in cold weather. Why is this? Our tears always keep our eyes wet. These tears are salty. Fluids with salt in them freeze at a lower temperature. The high temperature of our blood also keeps our eyes warm. Our eyes don't freeze even when the temperature goes below 0 degrees Celsius. Word power. Sweater, sweater. Chad bought some new sweaters because it started to get cooler outside. Chad bought some new sweaters because it started to get cooler outside. Cover, cover. Beth had a cold, so she covered her nose and mouth with a mask. Beth had a cold, so she covered her nose and mouth with a mask. Tear, tear. Tears ran down Sally's face after the doctor told her that her dog died. Tears ran down Sally's face after the doctor told her that her dog died. Salt, salt. Water from the sea has lots of salt, so you can't drink it. Water from the sea has lots of salt, so you can't drink it.
认识字汇
Freeze, freeze. Salty, salty. Fluid, fluid.